This car here is the most expensive, most exclusive, and most stunning car that Lexus makes. What is it? It's an LFA. And to tell us a bit more about the car, I'm here with Saud. Saud, LFA, what is it?
Well, you I think basically summed it up because the Lexus LFA is our first foray into supercar territory. 12 years in development, lots of time and energy spent on getting the driving experience just right. This is actually a race car in disguise, and the intent behind this vehicle was to just demonstrate the kind of innovation in terms of engineering and also the type of performance that Lexus wants to deliver in its cars. So that's what the Lexus LFA has come out with. You are looking at the first performance vehicle. This is the production quality that will be coming out into the markets by next year. If you want to take a look inside, every part of this vehicle is customizable.
Oh, I was going to say 12 years in development. They must have got it right by now, surely.
Well, yes, you would think so, but you know what? Just basic stats: 560 horsepower, 3.7 seconds from 0 to 100, and top speed maxing out at 320 kilometers per hour. It's got everything that you would want in a race car and that you can drive home.
Amazing stats, and just two more stats actually. 500 is the limited run of the car.
This
and the
is
price is?
Well, for the UAE, it's going to start at 1.6 million dirhams.
1.6 million dirhams. That's a bit for money for a Lexus.
Well, and what you'll find is that every part of that is worth it, because when you get into this vehicle, without even switching the car on, I think you can justify that price. And then beyond that, the driving, the touch, the feel, the way this car will be for the person who owns it, I think it's right there.
And tell me, is it correct that the early part of the development of this car was actually part of the Formula One program?
The engineering resources that were used in Formula were also applied here. So there was a lot of sharing of people, knowledge between the two. So yes, very much the roots of it come from there, and the roots of them are actually going downstream into a lot of our other ranges as well.
So part of that, what you're paying for, the 1.6 million, is actually part of that, is the Formula One technology, Formula One experience, Formula One understanding of engineering.
Absolutely, the innovation in this vehicle, touch any part of this vehicle, and it's all new. So from the carbon fiber top to the transmission to the engine, everything is all new specifically for this vehicle.
So 500 vehicles, how many of those are coming to our region?
Hey, globally it's 500 and it's a one-time deal. We have allocation, which is the good news. How much of that allocation is what we're going to now start figuring out, because we'll be going into market. As you can imagine, because of its exclusivity, it's almost a buy-invite purchase. And at that level, we are going to have to monitor to see how much we can get. So good news is we're getting some. How many we'll get will really depend on how many we need at the end of the day. But it's going to be tight.
This is a fascinating vehicle, and I mean, it's truly an extraordinary performance car. It's almost you could say, the Bugatti Veyron for Lexus and Toyota. But in terms of if we were to move to a bigger marketplace for you, would we be seeing something like an R8 rival coming from Lexus in future?
At this stage, I think our focus is really on demonstrating some key areas which will come across all our ranges. Specific product for the future, not much I can say there right now, but what I can tell you is that the performance and the knowledge we've gotten out of this vehicle, you've already seen it with the ISF. Whether it comes out in other forms, you'll have to wait and see.
I was just thinking of the other sorts that are not going to be able to buy the 500 cars that are available. I thought there might be something else for the rest of us. But
for now, then, we'll have to go with the ISF for that.
Saud Abbasi, thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure. Thank you.